So this is a solar heating box that I'm making, and rather than using glass, I'm using some of that extra Solex material I used for my mobile garden. You can go ahead and check videos about that if you like. What I did was I started with these are 2x6s, I shaved them down, cut them in half, and then I added these grooves via table saw so that this FRP, which I used on a bathroom redo job, can be used as the back. It's good material for that, I thought. And then I got these, which are, they connect RV sewage hoses, but I picked up a couple of those. Got some aluminum foil in here, and what I'm doing is I'm just taking charcoal aluminum screening material, almost like circles, and I'm just kind of putting them in the box like so, so that they make a bunch of coils kind of all the way down. So all the coils will just line up from bottom to top, and that'll be the whole box. So when it's all done, we'll get a chance to see how it works. I decided to go with this material, Loctite. It's essentially a high-performance silicone. This particular one can handle up to like 700 degrees, so they didn't have black, they had copper, so here we are, $5. So here's the box mounted on the side of the RV, and it's actually sitting passively right now. What I did was I took two door hinges and attached some 90-degree brackets to the hinges, so that when I take it off, so then when the box comes off, now what I can do is literally just fold these down, put a bolt in the middle, and then it'll keep it from just clambering against the side of the vehicle. Had to use gaff tape to get the height just right. No matter how much you eyeball it, it isn't going to work out very well. So let's put this back in. And just the last thing I did out here, on the side of the box, I don't know if you can see, but I put some of that weather stripping insulation along the side here, and then I put some of that also around the circular connectors, so that it creates a bit more of a snug fit. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's some of that weather stripping stuff, so that it creates a nice seal to the window. So again, it's not a very large box, and I'm using Solex as opposed to glass, but that means it's lightweight, and that means I don't have to worry about if it falls or drops. So it seems to be working pretty well. It does just a little bit of temperature improvement. So we're looking at the final product here. This is the passive solar air heater. It has two portholes. The lower one is more of an outtake and the upper one is more of an intake. So cabin temperatured air goes into the low port. It gets warmed as it rises through the box, and then just because warm air rises, warm air passively comes out through the top. What I do is I added these little clips, just pieces of metal bent to keep a nice snug fit on the box for both, and it creates a nice, it looks like that's actually a crease, but the window actually goes right into some of the precision cuts that I have on the inside. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's where those are. So it's nice. The Solex is working well as the front of the box. It makes it lightweight, it's portable, and since I'm using a closed circuit and I'm taking the in-cabin air and reheating it cyclically, I can get away with a box that is smaller surface area. So that's less materials, that's a lighter weight, it's easier to have it be a portable unit. So when I woke up this morning, it was about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It warmed to about 50 degrees. The cabin has not been below 70 degrees. This plus reasonably good insulation on the vehicle has been able to keep the air temperature above 70 degrees, so my furnace hasn't had to kick on once. So I'm not spending the resource of propane to heat the cabin, and I'm not spending the resource of electricity to run the furnace. It gives less work for my solar panels to do, so they're able to maintain a full charge on everything, run the refrigerator, the inverter, all that kind of stuff. And it's nice to just take the energy from the sun because it's coming down anyway. So thanks, sun.